It's time to fight under the full moon. We are outside live at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, mediocre. This fighter is a counter fighter. Up against them, ice cold. These are the big boys in the heavyweight division, and they will enjoy a power advantage.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
Up first, mediocre from Mexico, and they are the undisputed champ. Last time we saw them in the ring, they won by a TKO. They'll be facing ice cold from the United States of America. Their last fight was a tough TKO loss.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Mexico. Wearing the red trunks, trimmed with black. Undisputed.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moon? These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Can't score with that hook again. Beautiful counter punch. Bombs away. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. We're looking at the king of the ring, but how long will it last? Will they defend their undisputed title? They have no respect for each other's punching power. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab and doesn't score. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Well done with that counter shot. And We may see a stoppage here. And down goes ice cold. One punch did the trick. Let's see. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
And he can smell it. Look at that. He's put in that once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. His stamina is off the charts. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
There's the bell to start round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Straight right just misses. Did you see that? And now Ice Cold has been knocked down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They're both trying for a knockout. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. So it's planned. And there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to do this.
Can't land the jab there. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. And the referee will allow this to continue. He threw the hook, didn't land. They're entering the twilight years of their career now. How many fights do they have left in them? careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. Whoa, wait a minute! What a shot! Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That bell could not have... Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The only fear you have in this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Well, we're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You know, we have to rate them as one of the best in the weight class. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even-steven.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he scores with the counter. Both men step back for just a moment. And he misses with that straight left. The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. That will do it. Tough love here as this fight is over. You know the scorecard. Complete and total.
Ladies and...
Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with you. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've banging our weights. I've been beating up the heavy bag. I'm training every day. Had to fight for these meals. Had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice. That's the only way. Undisputed. They thought that I could do this. I said I'd be a legend. They all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted. The game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster. They're all capping in their music. In my soul, I can feel it. In my soul, I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning. I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons. The road's always been appealing. There was holes in my sneakers. There was holes in my sneakers. I had to go and get that beat, and I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. I just know that I'm in deep. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. First up, mediocre. This boxer is a counter fighter. Up against them is Tiny. Now this could go the distance, but again, this is the heavyweight division where one punch could end it in a split second. And they will have a power advantage here.
You want to get out of the way because when you've got a brawler that's in your face that wants to walk through you like a truck, you just got to use your speed, use that reach, use that height, and keep them off you, because if they get close and personal, you're going to have no ribs left.
Up first. Expectations are... Here we go for round one. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. So much firepower here. The champion is back for another defense. These two fighters are made for one another. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broke.
And here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. What a massive upset this would be. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Looking to land the hook. Missing with the left hook. And he scores with the counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch it. Nice exchange here from both men. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Do you believe what we're seeing? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They're entering the twilight years of their career now. How many fights do they have left in them? Incredible action from both of these heavyweights. And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What would you tell this guy he's got to do? Here we go to the fourth round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
See someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. This fighter, one of the top 5 in the world, no doubt about it. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You'd like to see more jabs. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about it. On to the fifth we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. His stamina is off the charts. They need to be careful and don't punch themselves out here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And that hook misses. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. At this point, you gotta... Here we go in the sixth round. After that last round, something has got to change.
About 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot. Jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Men step back for just a moment. That hook is parried away. And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. And mediocre goes down. Wow, let's take another look at that. So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knock. Here comes round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Stamina is off the charts. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Lucky that hook didn't score. The jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute.
And there's the bell for round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. That counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. These two fighters gassing out. And there's the bell for round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo is set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Incredible work rate. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just missed with that hook. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? The only fear you have with this fighter is you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Now you start wondering how much work these... And here comes the 10th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Exchange punches. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And down goes mediocre. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to... Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the...
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. He's been knocked down, but at least... Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good defense there to stop that hook. Just missing with the right uppercut. He got out of the way of that right hook. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That hook was off target. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and expect to be punished for it. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Stamina is always an issue. There's the bell for round 12. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What are they doing that, man? They're trying to get an early round. That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Swing and a miss with that hook. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. These judges going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It's bombs away. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. And that hook misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They do it! Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the
Ladies and
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the. Always tryna fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, by 3-0. Knock them out in 10 seconds, like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money, like I'm money made. I might pop my jack, then uppercut, then he up on my way. With my belt, discount double check, undisputed champ. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp. Yeah, I'm new to camp. Sitting ringside with my dog. I'm what coach flip. Underdogs coming out on top. Got them so sick. 1, 2, 3. I think it's over. 4, 5, 6. He leaning over. 7, 8. They bout to ring the bell. 9, 10. Pack 'em up like mail. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.